All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 out of 67 real people out there, just like you and just like me, or 2 or 3, whatever the ratio is. Before I start talking about Sammy Hagar and Alex Van Halen, this classic album by Mitch Malloy, which he sent to me a while ago, he's got a brand new album out there about to be released. You can order a copy of it, but I just wanted to showcase this one. This was from 2016, and you really can't go wrong. This is called Making Noise. You buy anything that Mitch Malloy has put out there, and you're going to love it. Mitch has this new album out there called The Last Song. He also has an interview over on Modern Retro Radio that you can go listen to. I think they give me a shout out in the interview, so that's why you should go and listen for that interview. And here's the guy who was almost in Van Halen, who also was the lead singer for Great White for, I think, 4 years, but he was so close to being the lead vocalist in Van Halen. Sammy Hagar was the actual lead vocalist in Van Halen, replacing David Lee Roth many, many years ago. Just seems like another lifetime ago. Sammy Hagar reveals Alex Van Halen's been ignoring him. So the dysfunction in the Van Halen camp continues. Not surprising. Wolfgang says, hey, nobody can get on the same page. There's too much dysfunction, therefore we can't do a tribute to my dad, which is ridiculous. I don't count the thing he did with the Foo Fighters, a tribute to Eddie Van Halen. I mean, you need a whole concert, and you need to be playing a bunch of music that Ed was a part of. Anyway, Sammy's about to go on tour with his band called The Circle. He sat down and did an interview and discussed his current relationships with the remaining members of Van Halen. Typically, Sammy doesn't hold back. The singer claimed that Alex Van Halen has not been in touch with him since the passing of Eddie Van Halen. So, again, these guys, they don't talk. They don't have any kind of a relationship. Typically, in these corporate band situations, you know how people talk to one another? You know how they call one another up? They contact their lawyer, and their lawyer will send the other person's lawyer a message saying that this person wants to talk to you, and they want to talk about maybe doing a concert, and that whole communications thing takes forever. And these guys, it's not like, maybe Sammy does have Alex's cell phone number and vice versa, and maybe it's a better relationship than the attorney-client relationship. But based on what I've heard from other people, the Journey situation where these guys talk through their attorneys, it's just really tragic. I mean, this is supposed to be a band that got started a long time ago because a bunch of guys, or a few guys, like music, and they could play music well, and they were signed to a major record label, and you know how all that goes, and you would think that there would be some kind of camaraderie there, but as time goes on, it's like a broken marriage here. So anyway, Sammy is talking about performing Van Halen. He says, I'm really interested in digging deep into Van Halen. I've shied away from doing that because, the friction between us. There was Van Halen, but now Eddie's gone. The Red Rocker went on to explain what held a possible reunion back and added, I've hit Al 100 times. Al, call me. Let's get together. Let's make some music. You know what I mean? It's not about trying to be Van Halen. It's about serving the fans. Let's play that music together, for God's sake. How could you not when the lead singer's still alive? He's talking about himself. You got 2 of them still alive. One is less user-friendly. Talking about David Lee Roth, obviously. But Mikey and Al and myself, let's just go play music. He just won't respond. Since Eddie's death, he's been really shut down with me. I'm going to go out and play that effing music, claims Sammy Hagar. So I'm thinking that this latest tour will probably feature more Van Halen music than ever before. So Sammy goes on to say, if Alex came to me and wanted to do it, I'm in. Absolutely. Let's go and do something. But Alex has got to stick up his you-know-what about something with me still, and he's going to take it to his grave, I guess. I made peace with Eddie before he died, but I don't think I made peace with Al. And I don't think I'm going to unless he reaches back out to me. I've done it about 5 times now. So I don't know. There's not a lot to talk about in the world of classic rock, folks. That's why I try to showcase some stuff that is new. Mitch Malloy, who's put out this great album that you should go listen to. He was almost in Van Halen. We all keep talking about the same stuff. I used to get harassed by somebody who said, just give up on the Van Halen stuff. It's just ridiculous. They're just trying to keep their names out there. Sammy doing this interview is more just promoting the fact that he's going out on tour, which I don't have a problem with. People are always going to ask him about Van Halen, and he gives a pretty decent answer here. If I were Sammy Hagar, I would do a ton of Van Halen music at this point. Nobody should be holding him back. What happened with Ed, it's been so long now that I think a lot of folks are kind of over it. And the fact that there hasn't been a tribute, it's just the nature of this corporation known as Van Halen and how they've been for decades. And so it doesn't surprise me. It doesn't really surprise industry insiders. The whole Van Halen thing for years has been cloaked in secrecy. You don't know what's going on. Tomorrow they could announce that Wolfie has decided to play lead guitar for Van Halen, and they've got a reunion with Sam and Dave, and tickets go on sale Friday. And you're just going to be like, what? How did that happen? I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that's, typically how all this stuff works. It's all close to the vest. I'm thinking Alex, might just be heartbroken. His brother is gone, and he just doesn't want to deal with anybody or anything. So yeah, it's my phone going off here, folks. So this is a live video, and I'm not gonna stop the video just because I'm almost at the end and I've done like 10 takes of this particular episode. So in any event, folks, Van Halen, nope, not happening. Mitch Malloy, definitely happening. Modern Retro Radio, you need to go, and I'll tell you what, go check out the interview that they did with Mitch Malloy, and you may hear yours truly doing a voiceover for the current Mitch Malloy single, which I'm sure you're going to like. I mean, it's old school rock and roll, baby. That's all I know how to really say about it. You can put it into an AOR category. Is it classic rock? Is it hard rock? Is it melodic rock? I don't know what it is. It's just good. So go listen to Mitch Malloy. This is his older album called Making Noise. The new album, one more time, for those folks who really care, is called The Last Song. The Last Song. And I think that might be Mitch's last album. At least that's what he's saying. So we need to go support Mitch Malloy and any other musician who is trying to keep this genre alive. All right, people, again, thanks for watching and for putting up with me. God bless you, God bless America, and God save the world. Talk to you soon.